Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Rivers Art Draws. My name is Nick Rivers, and I'm back here again with another uh, sped up video of me drawing something in Manga Studio EX4. And I wanted to start off and say that I know that there wasn't a video last week. I think I'm going to stagger the videos every other week for you guys. I'm working on a project right now. I'm working on a comic book right now. Um, for all of you that follow me on Facebook, you'll know I'm working on the next issue of Tyrannosaurus Hex. So that's keeping me pretty busy. Um, and actually, this drawing that I'm working on is it's kind of a when you're working on a project, sequential art, you're doing page after page after page. Um, you're doing a lot of, I don't want to say a lot of the same thing, because you draw different things from page to page, but it's in a very structured way. Um, so sometimes you need to take a little break from that and just work on something fun. And so the next, I'd like to think most of the drawings I do for you guys, that I record for you guys, are my kind of fun sketches, but they're really going to get loose and fun, and probably different for this next few months. I'm going to be working on my comic, um, and hopefully not too simple for you guys. This is a very simple drawing of Black Cat. Again, I just needed to do something that I could get done in uh, in 30 to 45 minutes. When you're working on a big project like a comic book, you don't get that instant gratification that you do when you're just working on splash pages or just a poster. Um, Sometimes when you do just when you're just working on one simple drawing, or working on one sketch, it's something that you can do pretty quickly. But if you're working on a sequential page, there's a lot of attention to detail that you have to consider, and there's a lot of kind of moving and shifting around of things to make sure you're telling your story um, the best way that you can. So they take a while. It's one of the questions I get asked a lot is, how long does it take you to get through a page? And boy, it varies. For me, it varies on like the panel setup, the what how much background work I'm gonna have to draw, um, what the subject matter is. And with Tyrannosaurus Hex, I'm drawing a lot of creatures, a lot of dinosaurs, and a lot of people. So, there's not really any superhero kind of things to draw. I'm not really drawing a lot of characters with spandex or anything like that. So, I figured doing Black Cat would be pretty fun. Just a quick bust piece of her. Not nothing too complex, no full body shot. Those take a little longer to do. Um, so anyway, I want to also wish you guys a happy New Year. I'm recording this video on New Year's Eve, so by the time this is posted, it'll have been come and gone. But hopefully, you guys have had a good New Year's, and you've got all your New Year's resolutions. And if you're an artist, hopefully your New Year's resolution is to draw more. That's always mine. I always there's no feeling like I'm going to work on that tonight. I've got to set up my folder for my artwork for 2016. And when you're a digital artist, there's no feeling like setting up that folder for next year. It's almost like starting off in it with a clean slate. Um, but then you can go back and look how much you've done um, within that year. And I like looking back and knowing that I've done a lot of work, and I've done a lot of, whether it's good or bad. I've applied myself and worked hard at trying to get better. Um, so really, if you're an artist, and even if you're not an artist, if you have whatever other goal, whatever other hobby you have, or whatever other trait that you have, you should always be wanting to do more of it. Don't rest on your laurels and just think that and take your skills for granted, because they're only skills if you keep up at it. Um, the moment you stop, you stunt your growth. So always be willing to learn something new. Always be willing to try something different. Um, and most importantly, do it. Just do it. I hate to sound like Shia LaBeouf, but do it. There's no other uh, there's no other simple way around it. Um, but getting back to the point I was making earlier, one of the questions I get asked often is, how long does it take you to do a page? And you know, most of the time, since I do all of the process on my book that I'm currently working on, I write the thing, I pencil the thing, I ink the thing, I color the thing. Um, it takes a little longer, because I'm always, something I've mentioned before in past videos, I'm always tweaking things all the way up to the last minute, all the way up to when I have it in Illustrator and I'm putting the text down. I'm still kind of doing some minor tweaks here and there. So I would say, I know for these pages they're taking me about 2 to 3 days to do, and that's not counting the time that I spent roughing it out. So that's it's a lot of work, but the payoff is that hopefully in a few months from now I'll have a finished product. And if you guys are interested in issue 1 and 2 of Tyrannosaurus Hex, I like to call it T Hex for short. If you guys are interested in that, I will have a link for it in the description for the first 2 issues. Um, Also, I'll have a link for the Redbubble shop I've got set up for Omniclips. It's pretty cool. I actually got a couple of gifts for people this Christmas from the Omniclip shop. It's a little bit of shameless self-promoting, and they're pretty cool gifts too. There is I got a coffee mug, and a T-shirt, and a couple other gifts from that shop, and they I might I might end up doing like an unboxing kind of thing. Um, I'm not sure. I'm still a little iffy. Still a little iffy about showing my face on camera, but maybe at some point I'll do like a I guess if it's an unboxing, I can just show my hands. I don't have to show my face, but do like a little bit of a unboxing of one of the Redbubble T-shirts or mugs or what else do I have up there? I've got scarves, I think, and uh, oh, travel mugs, and a couple other things on the Redbubble shop. Uh, but they do an excellent job. The mug looks super professional. I bought a couple of the Omniclips T-shirts, and they look great. The fabric is amazing. Um, the way it's printed on there looks very official. Um, so yeah, I'm very happy with it, and hope you guys would be happy. If you like the comic book and you want to show a little bit of love for that, check out the Omniclip shop on Redbubble. There's a lot of Tyrannosaurus Hex stuff up there. Other than that, I'm really looking forward to kind of just moving forward in 2016. I am a little upset that the issue that I'm working on currently, I wasn't able to get that pushed out um, by the end of this year. But there's just had so many life changes, and I mean, moving twice in a very short amount of time, and a lot of other things, uh, personal things that's happened this year. Um, but I'm just looking forward to kind of just like with my folders I was talking about earlier with my artwork. I'm looking forward to um, starting things kind of over with a clean slate, continuing the things that I've been working on, but personally kind of pressing on, and it's not easy, but most things worth doing aren't. So I try to keep that in mind. Um, hmm. But there's a lot of things. I mean, outside of just personal things, there's a lot of things to look forward to next year. Especially if you're a geek like me. There's so many cool movies coming out next year. I may have to get into that on the next video, though. I've rambled on so much that I have just now realized that I'm coming very close to the to finishing the ink work on Miss Felicia Hardy, and just got a few spots to fill in, um, and like that, you know, good. I think it's about 45 minutes or so. This took me to do. Um, it's done and taken care of, and I can move on with the rest of my artwork now that I got this, just this little practice piece out of the way. Um, Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed seeing me draw this. I hope you enjoyed hearing me ramble on, and I'll catch you guys. Thanks again for listening to me and watching my videos. If you like what you see here, um, if you don't like what you see here, still comment, subscribe, and share. Thanks a lot, guys. Check you out later. Peace.